Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Unification cast this side of East Yorkshire. And today we've got a 3 versus 3 on Shakun Coast. Playing on the side of the Orcs, we have got Kukin, we've got me, and we have got Salmon. And playing as the Steel Legion, we have got Mela, we've got Andraxis, and we have got Tiger Shark. Playing as the all-important UN faction, making sure that peace and security is propagated throughout the universe. Maybe, potentially, we shall see. Yeah, quite an exciting faction war, especially considering that the map is quite a beastly kind of thing. We've got lots of negative cover in the centre, so positioning will be extremely important, especially when it comes to the big blobs of range units that are probably going to be happening in either side of this engagement. I mean, who knows? I don't know what's really going to go on in this game. Even though I was playing, I mean, do I have any memory of it? I don't know, but I'm tucked away to the corner over here with the mighty Hull City logo over on that side, already seeing you can bring out some slugger boys on the front. We will be seeing, what's his name, Salmon, bearing the brunt of most of the action, as well as Tiger Shark over on this side. So everyone down here, they're going to be having a little bit of an easier time, maybe potentially being able to build up a little bit more. And also got to bear in mind that over on these far-flung sides that Tiger Shark is already having a look at, there's all these gubbins to be collecting. Sometimes you see teams forgetting what's going on over on this side, but there's plenty of economy to build up, especially an extra relic on the northern side. So at the moment, yeah, every team's got one relic to choose from, and then you've got one relic over here and one relic over here, which is contested. So there we go. I think that's all we need to know about the map itself. I am sending some shooter boys over into the centre here. Got some legionaries trying to capture the relic in the middle, but will my boys be able to take them on? No big shooters at the moment, as we are sub 2 minutes at the moment, but a couple of bits and bobs to send them on their way. I imagine we'll be seeing some grenade launchers with a good chunk of these lads. It'll be quite difficult for us to deal with in the early stages of the game, as the Steel Legion grenade launchers are quite substantial. Got double sluggers from Salmon. The Salmon sluggers walking upstream here.
Should we begin fortification?
But a little bit of argy-bargy does send us a little bit away. Don't want to risk losing too many boys until we get the mass. No mass, no pass, as they say. Kukin brings over some shoot boys, but standing in that negative cover, the sheer amount of lads from Mela and Tiger Shark here is going to scare us away. Thankfully, we've got some slugger boys coming down on the northern side. But then, it's like, no, it's just a gingerly dance around these positions here. You know, it's like, oh, was it Swan Lake? Is that a ballet or something? And where Grots come in, they get one stab in before they run away. Big Mech comes in, doing some stabby bits. Does manage to almost kill the whole blooming squad on his own. Another Mech comes in. Do have a Scout Sentinel, so Mela has gone for the Tank Focus, whereas... was that Mela? Oh, yeah, you could go for Tank Focus and still get some Legionaries. As I imagine Andraxis and Tiger Shark has probably gone for the Mechanized Infantry, as is usually standard, but this Scout Sentinel will be able to hold its own against just the shooters on their own, as they are not anti-vehicle. Big knockback. Legionaries splashing in the water as they shine a little bit brighter with the Steel Legion Commissar in there. Oh god, I have no idea what that ability does, but it does stuff. Just pretend I know what I'm up to, like I usually say. For the horses, getting us around on the big mech. Getting some stabbers in there. My goodness, like the size of that big mech. Bigger than, or the same size as a man and a horse. That's how I measure things. We've got roughly 1.5 men on horses. That's the imperial measurements right there. Big Mech scaring these guys well, though there is a significant amount of the lads. Horses are being scared away. Scout Sentinel will be able to stand up against the Big Mech's Power Claw. Being backhanded into death. And already the Orcs have pushed the Steel Legion back. Andraxis with the triple grenade, well, the double grenade launchers now, doing a severe amount of damage to the shooter boys. Every time they're knocked over, stops them from firing as well. Big Mech comes in for a tie-up. Horses are back in the action. But the Big Mech teleports away. They've done the damage. They've done what they need to. Salmon there, he wants more. He's hungry for Yumi blood. Over on the northern side, however, we have got myself and Kukin working together. Orcs of the Feather stick together. Legionnaires over here are looking like they're going to kill my boys. Go and get them. There we go. I've got a couple of extra lads being reinforced as well. Yeah, there we go. We'll survive. Take that, UN. Been undone, if you pardon the pun. Lots of dead bodies already before the 5-minute mark. I'll be seeing plenty more, I imagine, as people are jostling around for position. No one yet taking this relic or this critical location, but we do have control over the relic on the far northern side, so that is at least a small boon for us. Big Mech a bit low on health at the moment, though. Not very many shooter boys left in the ranks for him. He's going to have to fall back and recuperate his losses. Yeah, that's triple Big Mechs in the middle. Lots of teleportation potential if we are organised, either in a defensive or offensive capability. See, no big shooters for anyone at the moment. Everyone just settling for their regular old shooters. But this is a game where sluggers are not going to be taking part in at all. It is going to all be down to who's got the best firing line in this scenario. Do have... Oh, never mind me. Ignore exactly what I just said then. We've got some Storm Boys here. But one squad of Storm Boys, that's a lot of las guns and grenade launchers to take care of. Gonna need a couple more squads of those if they're going to make a dent in this firing line. I mean, how many boys are there? What? Let's just say 9 for conversation's sake. 9. Blooming 20. 29. Fuck. There's numbers. I can't do math, but there's a lot. There's at least more than 10 boys here, which are significantly outnumbering our Orcs. Stormboy's going to jump over on this side, see if they can protect the war banners. Very brave placements of these war banners. That's what, 165 times 2. A lot of blue potential to waste there. I think it's 165. Oh, it's a number roundabouts that. Early game, that's a lot of money. And Storm Boys, yeah, need a lot more than those to really make a dent in these Legionnaires. So falling back to safer ground over here. You have Q-Kin with the Sluggers. That is 2. Oh, that's actually 1 squad of Legionnaires, 1 squad of Pioneers. Got Invisible Grots. Preparing it there. And the Sluggers, it's a bit of a doomed march here. But as long as they can hold on to this point, for as long as they can, that's the main thing, really. Horses having a sniff around at that critical location. Shooter boys with the Big Mech not really wanting to take part in that there. Q-Kin is sending his boys over here to maybe potentially secure this relic on the far-flung northern side. And Mela, you can smell blood in the water, laying siege to Salmon and myself. We've got the big shooters on the go now. Soon soon Salmon will have the same kind of stuff on the go. I do quite like the spherical nature of the thermoplasma generator for the Steel Legion. Very nice indeed. Rough Riders have seen Q-Kin and the Big Mech, and they're thinking, okay, now we've got the number advantage, let's take you on. And you can hear lots of ching-chinging from the spears as they gradually, slowly cut down the Orcs. They've got the movement speed that they are able to get their melee attacks off. Only really the first 3 or 4 on the front lines. But they've got a couple of kills. They've done their job. Leave these guys to fend off on this little island over here. I'm going to attempt to push over with my boys. We're realising that those blooming grenade launchers are also being backed up by a tarantula turret as well. 9 impossible to really take on. Losing a good few lads in the process. That's okay. Got plenty more where they came from. Plenty more indeed. Let's have a quick look at the economies. Got 1, 2, 8 and 70, 1, 2, 6 and 30, and 62 and 10. Compared to 68 and 20, 80 and 20, and 148 and 70. So Tiger Shark carrying a bit of the economy. They've already got 2 fire control bunkers for extra generator plants. Whereas Q-Kin is being our main boy in the economy department. Big Mech teleporting on the sides. Although probably not anticipating double Legionnaires on the back lines. And that's a trick, or the tricky situation you've got with a Big Mech. If you are aggressive in your teleportation, you've got to make sure that you're absolutely sure that that is what you want to do. Because once you're in it, you're in it. You can't really escape. There's no teleport out. There's only the go button. There's no stop button for that teleportation. But the big shooters with their mighty sound. Do love the sound of a big shooter. Also got the war truck, or truck even, Always make that mistake. It's going for no anti-vehicle stuff on these guys at the moment. Oh, no, never mind me. They have got a couple of missile launchers for their troubles, which are relatively slow firing rate, but quite accurate. Just ignore that one that missed then. But yeah, war truck being summoned at the worst possible time. Got some horses assaulting Kukin's, and well, Kukin's listing person, Salmon's war banners. I'm coming in with a war track and with a bomb chucker for these big infantry blobs. Focusing that tranche turret down, but now accosted by a Salamander scout tank. And after trading our rocket launcher for a bomb chucker, that's not really going to help us against some vehicles, so I might need to get some tank busters on the go. Tank busters in this kind of matchup is actually really, really strong. Oh, we've got Uriah Jacobus. Haven't seen him for a while, so a cheeky look at this model while we're knocking around if you haven't seen him before. Looks like me before I gave myself a bit of a chin slash. But I've got more hair, obviously. Ripe old age of 32. Still got a head of hair. For now. Deep strike stormtroopers coming round the flanks. He's spotted by a war truck. Hopefully our big shooters can hold this line. Got some tank busters coming from the back lines here. Blasting these people up and down, left and right. Bomb chucker also coming back around on this side here to disrupt the formations. Also trying to kill it though, and they will manage to get it. Got some shooter boys as well coming forward. Over on this side, it does seem that Tiger Shark has conquered this northern relic point here. We do have some... Are you pioneers? You are pioneers. I can just about see it. Salamander scout tank goes down. It's quite a mean front line we've got at the moment. Just pure shooter. All the Dakar. None of this close combat nonsense. And this time I'm going to make sure that I keep my missile launchers on the go. Tank busters on the left flank to scare away these lads. Should really get some infiltration on these tank busters. Oh, we've got the air tower. Looking for a Dakar jet. The creme de la creme of the Orc roster. Got a couple of Dakar jets in you, and you're laughing. Legionaries on this little island, keeping the critical location safe. Got to keep that online for any big tanks later on. The whole fleet of war trucks coming over. Got a few lads inside. Get them right close and personal. And what's inside yet? 2 tank busters in there. Just 2 models, not 2 squads. There we go, a squad of slugger boys as well, being instantly wiped out by the Thunderer tank. A little mini mortar. Good against infantry, heavy infantry, and buildings. There's plenty of infantry for them to scup at. Might need to see our big mechs upgrade themselves with the attack zapper kit. Or the Steel Legion. Ah, there we go, look at that. Just as I say it. Yep, that will definitely help us snaggle a few tanks here and there. Although, sheer amount of health that this dude has. It is quite slow though, so might not necessarily get out there. Yep, we'll manage to take him out. Hellhound coming over, burning everyone to a crisp. Just licking everyone with a good flame or two. But will not probably stand up much to the tank busters. Yeah, if that entire volley hit, that would have been a dead Hellhound right there, but thankfully tank busters are remarkably inaccurate. Got one Dakar jet coming over, and have you been stuck on the terrain? Flying units renowned for getting stuck on mountains. Real pain in the backside. In Ultimate Apocalypse, they've solved this problem by giving every flying thing a jump ability, which lets them fix the being stuck in places problem. But in but in Unification, not quite the same. War track being shimmy to the left will win this engagement, unless of course this Armageddon pattern Basilisk, anything to say about it. Massively inaccurate, but huge amounts of damage coming for it. Tank ace being fired at in the face. by all these tank busters. Big Mac make it. Big Mac? Bloody hell. He's not loving it for all this firepower coming in, but we'll at least take down his listening post. Also, are the listening posts able to recruit? Do my eyes deceive me? I clicked on the listening post. It looked like as if they're able to recruit their own legionaries there. The front lines, we're killing things, we're doing stuff. Also got some flash kits in there as well, but on the flanks, we do have some sneaky deep strike stormtroopers on the way in. I will send a couple of flash kits over, but one lad decides to go at it on his own. And this is quite a dangerous scenario here. We do not want one of our players to be knocked out economically or technologically wise at this stage of the game. We need to make sure that we all help each other in these dark times. I'm going to force my boys back over onto this side to see if we can sort out stuff. The rogue flashgate gets crumped. Thankfully, our lads reconvene themselves, and the deep strike stormtroopers are no real match for the flashgates, but need to come over here and save the settlement ASAP. Here we go, superhero orcs to the rescue. Just got to get the sprint on, got to get your wiggle on. Well on over here, spinning around. Couldn't do with being a little bit closer, mind you. One squad of flashgates being annihilated. Thankfully, we've got another, and also some shooter boys to join in as well. Flashgates focus fire down on, and actually going in piecemeal. Not the smartest idea for me. Nice to take down the hellhound of the tank busters. That's a case of can we just doggedly outlast the remaining lads. Tank busters focusing on the Trojan. Big Mech killing these stormtroopers. One squad has been wiped, another one on its way out. But while that is going on, we do have Andraxis following up with a secondary assault. Steel Legion sandwich with the Ox being the meat. You can bring some flash kits over. I do like how they've all got basically different bullets being fired. An inconsistent line of Dakar, that's what we really want. And one fighter bomber, where are you? There we go, one over here. Disrupting the infantry positions. Very nice stuff. Over here we've got a blooming Stormblade. Mighty thrumming tank. Basically annihilating the entirety of the squad in one go. Steel Legion Commissar being able to spot them in their tracks. Very nice stuff indeed. And well, we've got the big shooters, we've got the flash gates, we've got the looters. You'd be defied to find a bigger, badder and meaner firing line than this. What have we got going on here? We're going for the custom Mega Blaster. A couple of big shooters as well on them. Just anything to kill anything. Throwing everything at them and the kitchen sink, just to show them that the green means best. Dakar Jet has seemed to have released itself from the mountaintops. And Legionnaires been dropped outside of their Chimera, but jumping inside the Trojan. Happy little Trojan. Driving away. And here comes... Oh, look at me, I got a Stomper. Well done me, I'm being useful. I've got a big unit. Gonna walk on over, zapping things around. That's just a mighty shade of orange right there. Look at that. So useful that we've even put the logo on upside down, just so the person at the top can read it. That's how it works, you see. That's how it works. So I might have lost the top, but the middle is ours, gosh darn it. But these are just one singular Armageddon pattern Basilisk. He's going to be laying down some pretty dangerous fire over time. Look at that one shot. Breaks morale instantly. Sending these Legionnaires up in the air. No fall damage though in Dawn of War Unification. So that's something. While this is going on, we don't really know that we've actually been pounded by artillery from a distance. We're just thinking, where on earth is all this damage coming from? Got the War Boss coming forth, Kukin. Hungry to mash up some Legionaries. Over here we do have... Oh, we've got a couple of Grots hiding around over on this side, watching the Legion. And Lord Commissar Sebastian Yarrick T-posing around as he walks. Intimidating beast, old one eye. Quite an intimidating lad. And we are managing to take a hold of the centre. Slow but surely, leaving Rust Executioner being followed up by Stormblade. This mean piece of kit. Basically good at killing almost anything. Also got a destroyer tank as well. Really good at destroying tanks. Such is its name. Oh no, Lehman Russ Conqueror. Oh my goodness, what a diverse cast of tanks. Disney, eat your heart out. Who said that Unification isn't made for equal representation of different kinds of tanks? Flash gets for Kukin. Need to run back home. We're not too keen on taking on all these tanks at the moment. Not when we're lacking so much in anti-tank stuff. I mean, we actually probably could, in all fairness. A little bit of cowardice from my side of things. Just don't want to lose my big stomper. It means so much to me, man. Look at that smile. How can he send such a boy to war? Anyway, we've got the tanks lining up in the centre, recapturing the relic in the centre with the legionaries. The Deep Strike Stormtroopers been sent down over into Salmon's base once again. Salmon's ready from this time. He's got the Nob Squad. He's got the Tank Busters. He's also got me with some Flash Gates and Looters coming forward, making quick work of those boys. And these guys are going to try and hide in the corner over here. By the looks of things, significant amount of... What is all this red? Can we see what you are? You are... Oh, you're mines. But singular in placed charges. Which will do a hell of a lot of damage when Kukin's boys come over. Or is that only for tanks? Oh, do you need to... Oh, you need to build them. Never mind. These guys aren't built yet. They will be eventually. But mines don't work on Dakka jets. That's how planes work. I feel like every couple of episodes or every couple of casts, there's something that happens where I've got to explain how a plane does and does not work. It's just kind of it's a running gag at the moment. Got a strong firing line. And a good amount of tanks being shot at. The Basilisk has been shot at, which is a major boon for us. And one by one, the little tanks are taken down. The big tank not being spotted anymore has to run away ingloriously. And now here comes a chase. We do have a Storm Sword, which is a little bit less flashy than the Storm Blade, but equal in intimidation. Look at that big boom. Enough to make a member of the Bad Moon clan smile with glee. It is the Bad Moons that are primarily the Dakka Rock clan, aren't they? I'm fairly certain. Fairly certain indeed. And then we've got a Gorkanaut from Kukin. Now, are you the punchy variant? I can't quite remember. No, you're not. You've got the big gun on the side. No, won't ever all these tanks come from. Gondraxus bringing the tanks. Tiger shot the big boys and the tank ace. Also got his legionaries with their plasma guns. Take out the big heavy infantry. Okay, I've got the Morkanaut. Mork and Gork being represented. Oh, there's just so much yeah, like I said, diversity cast here going on. Everyone gets represented. Nice stuff. All our infantry's basically been kaputted here. Gorkanaut trying his best to crump stuff good and proper, but no, not quite surviving there. And it's just not looking pretty for the Orcs at the moment. My Stomper is holding the line on his own. Should really run away. Commissar Sebastian Yarrick, he charges straight in. Can he get the killing blow? No, I'll assume that one singular punch was able to kill the Orc Stomper. Very lore accurate right there, I imagine. Now he's just in the middle. Looking to crump any gate nearby. Morale being broken just by the sheer magnanimous attitude that he brings to the table. Deep Strike Stormtroopers sending these Orcs to the fiery pits of Tartarus. We have some tank busters sneaking around over on this side. Still got some surviving infantry over here. Do also have the Stormblade being quite vulnerable at the moment. One thing that the Steel Legion will struggle with is keeping these tanks fighting fit, but they do have a Trojan coming over for repairing stuff. That's quite nice. Good old recycling, that's what we like to see. We also have blooming Deep Strike Stormtroopers over here. That's where my Morkanaut's gone. He's gone to punch these dudes in the chops. We couldn't quite get past the orcs, but that's fine. Problem with big, titany kind of things like this is that the general pathing is even worse than your regular kind of unit in Ultimate Apocalypse. No, sorry, in Unification. Whoa, that's swearing. That's swearing in a Unification cast. Got this. Reverse Executioner trying to take some pot shots at the Stomper. Or was you just missing the Slugger Boys quite dramatically? Yeah, we've got another Stomper. There's always another Stomper in the back lines. My Whoppers can always build another one. And I mean, what was the point of these guys? Did you just forget to build the rest of them? Oh no, you've got the Pioneer squad finishing these, I imagine, at some point when they remember to do so. Ah! The old tactic of, well, if there's a minefield here, what if we walk around it? That's very tactical of these orcs. Got that strategian thinking going on. Look at the absolute bombastic chaos going on at the moment. Legion of Slugger Boys. We've unlocked the... I think this is the point where we basically all unlock the unlimited free Slugger Boy upgrade in Tier 3. Now we're just sending them in. Just bearing in mind that as the game goes on, and as our listening posts start to decay, as you can tell by these little yellow lights here, our economy is going to get tighter and tighter. The budgets for our unit compositions is going to slim down. And the orcs have the advantage of just having a frontline mass that's totally free, and we can save all our money for the big boys. Whereas the Steel Legion, they don't quite have that same luxury. Not at all. And their tanks are quite expensive. Fair enough that their vehicles, you know, it's quite cheap blue money and quite expensive green. You can always just destroy your generators and then rebuild them. Or build more HQ buildings so you can increase the amount of most generators you can get. Morkanaut goes down. The rest are hand upon that tank they just killed. Mutual admiration for each other's killy power. And that's a lot. A lot of orcs is coming forward.
Execution.
The question is, can the armoured fist of the Steel Legion with all their tanks be able to keep these Slugger Boys at bay, which, to be fair, they won't be doing that much damage to their holes with their, you know, choppers, because, you know, I mean, axes versus 10 inches of blooming steel won't do much, but they're chipping away ever so slowly. Also got double looted Predator tanks from myself. When you build a looted tank from the orcs in Unification, you can either get looted Predator or a looted Lehman Russ. They're basically the same kind of scenario, just they look a little bit different. If I'd even Kukin rolling with a looted Predator as well. Predator superiority, that's what it is. Kukin falling back, and I imagine looking for some repairs. Got another Morkanaut from me. That's what we'd like to see. All this long-range nonsense. Get them into close range and want to punch them square in the chops. The orcs keep on going forward. Can't stop them. Sheer amount of floor lasagna. It's like a buffet at an all-you-can-eat restaurant. An all-you-can-meet restaurant, really. All the big tanks, they've been broken up by the looks of things. No more big tanks left for now, which means we might be able to get a push on them. Looking for those zap guns. Decrease our damage towards vehicles, demons, and also his morale damage as well. The Predator goes down there.
Taking fire.
Also the Morkanaut being focused fire by these infiltrated deep strike stormtroopers. Stomper being repaired by a cadre of infiltrated grots following it in its wake. What's been going on over here? Oh, it's been... You commandos? No, you are tank busters. He's spotted by the Steel Legion Commissar. What's been chased around by this Armageddon pattern basilisk. I want to bring him down here, though. That's probably what's going to be the most useful. Legions of orc boys. And just two tall lads. At least 6'5" each of them. Going around running amok. I imagine the orcs driving those things are just having an absolute whale of a time. Also got another stomper. Oh god, it's like Charlie's Angels. 3 mean young things looking to tear up the system. Patriarchal substructures of the heteronormative Western society turned down by orc badness and madness. And here we go, look at him. Look at the speed. Little legs, but long strides. Legs for days. The rest has been shot up. Megarab and Nobs getting some shots in there as well. These boys ain't messing around in close combat. Got the flamers, or the combi burners, ready to burn all those combis. Not sure what combi is. Got, oh, cheeky Deep Strike Stormtroopers hiding around over here. Quite like that. Got double tanks, and they've came around and they've destroyed some things, I imagine. It's killed the listening post. It's just not nice of them. We have the battle wagon. I'm running out of relic units to recruit now at this point. One really cool thing about the orcs in Unification is that when they get to the late game, they've just got so many options. So many units that you can really bring to bear. And I suppose that is because the developers are able to pull models from Dawn of War 2 and Dawn of War 3 into the game. I do believe that the Morkanauts and Gorkanauts do come from Dawn of War 3, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong. I do know that some models or units were handcrafted lovingly by the wonderful model makers and designers. Some are just taken from other games, which is fair enough. The game's already made it, why not use it? Battle wagon, not yet armed with all of its rocket launchers. Missile launcher, you could get more. There we go. Sent to a real bastard at range. There's a zap cannon there, naturally. Storm sword there. It's got a cannon or two. My goodness, my gracious. Stormblade ripping apart these slugger boys. Now imagine, have we still got the Basilisk somewhere? No, we've got, oh yeah, we've got Basilisk over here and a tank ace as well. So you just saw about 30 orcs there, and now there's less than 30. Do have that gun wagon there, trying to play our own game at artillery, throwing a squig at them. Looks like he just one-shotted that tank, but probably down to these tank busters actually. One fire, another squig. There we go. Look at him. Mighty. A meaty, treaty feast for all the family. Destroyer looking for that battle wagon, but the moment he sees all his rockets coming along, he does a quick 180 while going back home. What are you? You are a Stomper. And you want the relic back. That's what you want. At the moment there, we do have Kukin with a critical location. Which is quite nice. Quite useful. Tigers are constantly bringing out these big tanks. And Drax as well.
Gun crew awaiting ready.
At the moment, things are quieting down a little bit in the centre. I say quieting down, it's just it's a small engagement at the moment. Look at the battle forge, look at this big chunky boy. Dummy thick with 2 Cs. All the shooter bits on the front, no shooter bits on the back. As you always should be driving towards the enemy, not away from them. Such as the Orky way. Rolling forward. There we go, look at this, it's just drifting between everything. Defying the laws of physics. He's got an agreement with gravity. No one's holding him back anytime soon. Morkanauts ready to punch the ever-living shit out of this Stormblade. Go and get him. Sucker punch him right in the chops. Got that shield on him to reduce the amount of incoming range damage. There we go, overhand smash. Punching him down. Down to the ground. And if you look just at the moment, like 59 and 46, the economy of who am I looking at the moment? Of Mela. With just a quick skeg at all the economy at the moment. 73 and 59, 101 and 114 compared to 90 and 35, 54 and 54, 57 and 18. It's basically a case of we're all running on steam, apart from Tiger Shark for some reason. He's managed probably some international funding from the WEF, I imagine, but you know, we're all running on steam at the moment. That's why I keep on taking my Stomper, bringing him back, repairing him before bringing him back over. This Morkanaut is going to go back for some repairs before he comes in. The battle wagon, oh, it just looks quite. I like it. Just looks like he's sighing. It's like, oh, I don't want to die, but then he does. As must we all, really. You know, it's not that we will die, it's that we must die. That's the thing. But yeah, Stomper being fully repaired and then instantly being brought down to low health again, so he needs to go back up. Really, all I've been spamming out at the moment is tank busters, sluggers, and anytime I've got the chance, a gun wagon or a big boy or two. Got a great Gargant. Since Kukin has got the critical location, he's able to get the big boy with, I mean, if you compare the sizes, got quite a churdy penis cannon here. This boy has got a little bit of a longer penis cannon, not quite as thick. But, you know, I mean, as long as the surface area is the same, some people like them long, some people like them thick. Let me know in the comments how you like your penis cannons. Sorry, that went really weird then for a second. I've been doing about 4 casts today. My brain has gone completely doolally here. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. As you can probably tell. Gunwagon, go on, fire another squig. That's how the artillery works. Throw something and it does 60 damage. Go on, fire another one. Show him who's boss. Yeah, do another 50 or so damage. I'll show him what's boss. Huge line of sluggers there. From me, from Salmon, from Kukin. It's just the power of teamwork, friendship, mutual respect. We go together, we live together, we die together. It's not that we choose to die, or choose to love, or choose to go forward. It's we get to choose how we do it, how we love, and how we live. And the Orcs choose by just walking in a straight line, like it's blooming the Somme. Maybe this is how the Somme worked, just minus the Gargants. Maybe the Somme would have been a lot easier if the British had a Gargant or two. You can imagine. You have these guys just chilling. They're having a grand old time. They're thinking, yep, we'll just chill here. We'll flank them eventually, don't worry, boss. We're definitely going to flank them. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And we managed to get all the way into the base. You can tell by the flawless Anya where we've been. We didn't survive very long, but don't you worry. There's another wave coming in. Another, well, not another Stomper, it's just the same Stomper, the same Gorkanaut just being repaired. Look at that recycling, man. Yeah, that in your ESG scores. Oh god, there's been a lot of obscure conspiracy references in this cast. Or are they conspiracy? Who knows? I'm not a smart political man. I just know the references because I like making the banter with the boys at the pub. We all know that guy at the pub, the one who says, ah, yes, the world is controlled by this person. You think half the things? I can kind of believe that. I can kind of believe that, especially when I've had a couple of pints in me. Got a killer can, a couple of killer cans, actually. Gargant loses its head. Rest now, sweet prince. You've done your job. Time for the Morkanaut. He activates his shield. Look at those long strides. Love that apron he wears as well. Get involved, man. Show him the business. Tank destroyer. Firing straight into the belly of the Morkanaut. And yeah, he's not standing up very firmly here. So I don't tend to see the Morkanaut much in the late game. They are quite wet noodles, to be honest. Very much glass cannons. And if you get into the stage of the late game where, I mean, both players are in the late game, they've probably both got the kind of firepower to take down whatever the other person's got. Got a regular Gargant from Kukin. I'm going to pull back the Stomper. Can't waste another big boy. Just politely asking people to move out of his way. He's like, excuse me, don't mind me. Just want to get out the back line so I can peacefully fire the Churd cannon. Relative safety. Tank busters on the flanks. Is Yarrick still alive? That's my question. Oh, he is. He's there. He's in the middle of everything. Just backhanding the looted Lehman Russ tanks. What a hero. Go on, get him. Not doing a terrible job neither, but even old Baelai, he falls to the might of the Orcs. I would love to see Gazgul Uruk Fraka, the Green Prophet of the War. Love to see him in this kind of game. But to be fair, that boy would probably be the most overpowered thing known to man. Basically, Primarch levels of orkiness. But is he the same size as a Primarch? Maybe a little bit shorter, I think. Oh no, we've got a secondary Commissar Yarrick. He's here, he's back. He was just having a rest, having a sleep, shooting down this killer can. Doesn't deem it worthy engaging in close combat. He'll walk straight up to it and fire through the little eye slits here. Activating his shield. Doing impervious more or less to range damage. Try and take him down now, boys. You can't stop him. But you've noticed that in the past 10 minutes or so, every wave that we send is a little bit closer. We've already taken down the big relic summoning tank building down. Also got the Mega Armored Novice from Salmon going around the flanks as well. Also got these infiltrated tank busters booming and banging these generator plants. Of the airships, Thor and Drax are still knocking about. Do we have an airship for you? Yes, we do. I imagine at the moment no one's got the money for it, in fact. Yeah, not quite. We've got 1 million green. Not 1 million, but 1,600 green. That's a lot of green. How is our economy doing? Pukin is still doing quite good. I'm getting worse somehow. And Salmon, my goodness, he's just redoing things. There must have been something for us to... Oh, probably those stormtroopers. We're doing another flanking maneuver, but now they can't because they're dead. Felt a little bit guilty and thought, right, okay, fair enough, we may as well do our job. Living be damned. Flash gets been taken care of by Commissar Yarrick once again. Old Sebastian. Fighting until the very last. Now I've got big Gargant, little Gargant. Oh, he's the big one, he's the little one. Got that backwards. And then just a tiny, little teeny tiny Stomper. Makes me think of Big Cook, Little Cook, this to be fair. Which, if you are not familiar with Big Cook, Little Cook, let me tell you now. That was how every child in the UK learned how to do cooking. Also the fantastic washing up song to encourage kids to do the dishes, which I used to have to sing every day when I went to special needs school to encourage the kids to wash up after themselves. It never worked. It never worked. But it was fun to sing regardless. Like Chuck says, he will be dead soon. A solemn declaration. The flags of the UN wistfully but mournfully flapping in the wind as the Gargants just zap and blast. And got the little stomp of that can. He's been alive for quite some time, been repaired about 4 or 5 times now. By the power of recycling and mass genocide and disregard for the well-being of your fellow orcs, we've finally broken into Tiger Shark's base, maiming and murdering both legionary and structure alike. There's one heavy bolter support squad, the last human resistance. Over here. Oh no, we've got another dude over here. There we go. Quick, take them all down. They can't kill both of us, not if we believe in ourselves. Come on, do it. You can. Oh god, they're just... Oh dear. Oh no. Oh, like Team Rocket, they're blasting off again, but no, they get back up. That's the can-do attitude of the Steel Legion. The UN's never defeated. I'll give them a stabbing. Sadly, they were just not prepared for the occasion. Not prepared for the occasion at all. The Orc tactic of throw shit at the wall until they've got no more money. Powerful tactic. If it works for the Soviets in the East, it certainly worked for us. Gargan. Oh my goodness, Stormblade, you're facing the wrong way, young man. Just, come on. You can do it. Oh my goodness. Oh no, the Pioneer Squad is going to get in the way as well. Oh, it's just terrible traffic. It's on fire now as well. Hasn't even fired once yet. Quick. Get him somewhere safe. Get him to the repair shop. Get his MOT done. it's just, look at the mean face on this dude. Got this little derpy face over here. He's smiling along the way, but this guy, that's an evil grimace. Those eyes mean business. Got the biggest and the best inside the base of Mela. And it's a foregone conclusion here. We're even going to lose just firing up in the air, apparently. Celebratory firing, or maybe there's some sort of, I don't know, maybe they're trying to explode the sun. But yes, we've killed the Steel Legion. Now the only enemy left is the stars themselves. After all, the Orcs have never really won a fight against the moon or the stars. Well, I imagine it probably fired, what they're called, their asteroid ships. They've probably destroyed a few planets or two in their day by just crash landing into things. Maybe they missed their target, fired into a sun, and then just destabilised an entire star system. I wonder, for you scientific people watching at the moment, how big would an asteroid have to be to go into a sun just to kill the sun? Or am I just, or is that just a stupid question? Is that even possible? It must be, surely. If I get a big enough rock and throw it at the sun, that would kill the sun. But there we go, that's my mission. That's what I'm going to do on my week off work this week. I'm going to find a big rock, throw it at the sun, show it who's boss. I'm English, gosh darn it. And the sun is not our friend. Give us more rain. Swampy weather, that's what we really want. Storm Sword, the last of its kind. Well, actually, no, we've still got the Stormblade over here. He's still alive, but not for much longer. All his tank busters taking care of him. An enigmatic ending for the Steel Legion. But they're still holding on, gosh darn it. They point blank refuse to die. But they don't have a choice in the matter. This is a non-consensual death agreement. You will die whether you like it or not, and you will be pleased about it, gosh darn it. The last of the structures. There we go. Gorguts the Warlord, he's in there. Good old Gorguts, one of the best written Orc characters in video game history, considering he's probably one of the only named Orc characters in video game history. Apart from that, in Dawn of War 1 there was a different Orc Warlord, and then in Space Marine there was he called Gut Ripper or something? Something silly like that. There we go. Everything's dead, all the Yumis are busted. And where is the remaining Steel Legion building? Do we have anything else? Are we... Oh, we've got one. We've got Milestone. He's off on a journey somewhere. He's probably killing something. Doing what he does best. Oh, is it the... Right, okay, yes. I must be not going mental. You must be able to recruit things from the listing post. Strange that I've never actually seen it happen. Shaki sees the writing on the wall. And that is that. So not much tactical discussion there, because really, what was the tactic? It was just send the boys in. And we're still sending the boys in. The game is not over until the fat lady sings. And well, the fat lady is screeching. Alright. But yeah, what an incredibly fun game to play and to cast. Thank you so much to the players for joining in. If you want to join in games like this, have a look at the Discord with the description links below, because they happen occasionally. Not as often as they used to, but don't you worry, they will be happening more and more as the weeks come on. And if you want to support the channel, have a look at the old Patreon. £1 a month gets you watch the game a week. My name's been Mr. Landshark. Pleasure is always never a chore. I will see you in a bit. Peace.